Well, hey folks, how's it going today? Hope everybody's doing really good. We're doing pretty good, ain't we, Gibson? Me and Gibson and Oliver are out in the shop here doing a little spring cleaning. We got most of the benches cleared off and got some stuff sorted out. Next thing we're going to tackle is up here. I'm going to have to take some of that stuff out of those boxes. I think they're pretty heavy. I'm not real steady on the ladder anymore, so in any case, if I remember right, those boxes up there have the internals to a Con organ that belonged to my neighbor. It was all tube, and it started smoking in his basement, and he got it out of there and got rid of the cabinet, but he did keep all the chassis, the transformers, and I really can't remember what's in those boxes. There's probably enough stuff to build at least one or two tube amps, so we're going to dig it out and take a look and see what's in there, right, Gibbs? Okay, buddy, no biting today. He wants to bite me today. It's his deal, I guess. All right, here we go. Okay, there's box number one. And what you're looking at there, I believe, was an old tape recorder, quarter-inch tape, like reel to reel, pretty sure. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. We'll have to look into it. But I believe there's a chassis underneath there, so we're going to dig down a little deeper. I did find these in there too. It's a whole box of 1.35 microfarad capacitors here. The whole gang of them. All right, let's dig a little deeper. Okay, so there is a chassis there. Big boy too. Still got a few things in it. You know, there's some like terminal strips. This was in there too. Let me zoom back out. This went to it. I think it has something to do with the switching or something on it. Anyway, it's a cool piece, you know, to keep. Could always make a pedal out of that or something. We'll see. All right, let's see what else we got. Okay, I think this is the box we're looking for here. You can see a couple chassis. This was in there too. This looks like a clock radio or something. In any case, it's parts. Okay, so this piece here did go to the first piece we saw that I said was a tape machine. It was tube too as well. Okay, so it does have the tube socket still there. And there's some wiring, some terminal strips. That will probably all have to be disconnected. Maybe I could trace the wires out and reuse them in a build. We'll see. Looks like some sort of a light here. Nice chassis though, good size. That would be great for a little tube amp. And there's actually numbers on the transformers, which is really handy. I don't know what this is, maybe some kind of filter choke or something. I really don't know. We'll look into it though. All right, there's the first one. Okay, here's the second one. Again, we got some transformers here. This is a bunch of capacitors in one thing. So we got tube sockets. And this one seems to be basically untouched. Definitely some old school caps in there. Some Goodalls. The old blue Scubas, see those? That's all USA stuff there, I'm guessing for the most part. Now these look newer. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it was repaired at some point. So anyway, another nice chassis right here. This one's a little smaller, but still really cool. Alright, so let's dig a little deeper and see what else we got here. Okay guys, this one here is no joke. Look at the size of that transformer. This thing must weigh 25 pounds. Really heavy. Okay, there is some sort of a diagram on the back. Oh, boy, that thing's heavy. And this one looks to be untouched as well. So, I'm sure I'm going to have to probably clean most of this out, but there is some old parts in there we can salvage, and hopefully we can make something out of it. I got to put it down, though. It is heavy. Okay, I think this is the last box here. Now, check this out. Those are all trim parts that you could adjust with a screwdriver. And some springs. I'm guessing this had to do with the oscillation of modulations, tones, or reverb or whatever in it. Let's dig a little deeper. I think I found another chassis too. Okay, here is another tube chassis. I don't know what this went to. Maybe a CB radio or something? I'm not really sure. But it is there. The tube sockets are there. And nothing's damaged. I mean, I think that's all usable stuff. So they may have even marked what the tube sockets were, which would be handy. Anyway, I think I got a few more parts to dig out, and that will about cover it. Okay, so I got a whole box of these. I don't really know what these are. I'm going to have to research that. Those are all tube sockets in the middle, though, okay? So that's all handy stuff. There's wires already soldered to the pins and everything. And there's the tube sockets where you put the tubes in. Now, we stripped all the tubes out of it, so we have all these as well. Maybe I can use them to make some pedals or something. We'll see. There's a bunch of them now in this box right here. I don't know. There must be 8 of them or something like that, 7 or 8. All the same, basically, from what I gather. Okay, so I think those are usable right here. I'm going to have to do some research. God, look at the size of that transformer in that middle one. Good Lord. I don't know if that's a power supply transformer. I kind of think it might be. Output transformers are usually a little smaller. In any case, that's a big boy. So yeah, we got some usable parts here anyway, and probably enough to do this. Now, I've got a box somewhere right full of output transformers. Okay, the smaller guys like this. I'll have to go through those and, find out what's what. It'd be nice to be able to use these and kind of figure out, what they had going. So in any case, we got a bunch of usable parts, like I said. If you guys know anything about these, what they are or whatever, I really don't know. Okay? Really odd to me, but, I've never had an organ apart or anything, so we're going to go through the rest of it, like I said, and I'm going to take out the best stuff. I'm going to probably end up using parts off some of these, and, even this maybe to make one. It'd be nice to find a couple chassis that were kind of similar in size, like these two, and maybe just, modify those, whatever we got to do. This one over here does have, 2 sockets as well out on the end. Okay, right there. So, I'm glad he salvaged this stuff, and he has all the tubes too. I have some here too as well. I remember these ones were just small ones. I can't remember what the numbers were on the tubes, but I'm gonna have to look that up as well. Like I said, if you guys know what this stuff is, or maybe let me know what I could do with some of this stuff. Is it useful? I mean, yeah, the tube sockets and that, the little aluminum chassis is definitely useful. These would make a nice little chassis for a tube amp, really. Just a small one, That would be kind of neat to make some, even just low wattage ones out of them. We'll see. Like I said, this is going to take some research and doing some homework to figure out what this stuff is and what I can kind of use. Maybe I can only make 1 amp out of it. I don't know. I would think, though, there's got to be enough stuff there to make a couple. And like I said, I do have some more output transformers somewhere. So, again, well, now we've made a mess in the shop again. That didn't take long. So, like I said, I got to go through this stuff, make a list, and put some of it back. Gibson's checking it out. He'll probably let me know what's good and what isn't in a minute. Oliver's just waiting for me to sit down so he can come give me a hug. All right, guys. Well, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you guys real soon. Okie doke.